Hello and good evening, Renton. My name is Ashley Dobson, and I am your guest co-host this evening. And I'm joined by my mom and CEO Chamber CEO Diane Dobson. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Ashley. Um,
Um, yeah, hello and good evening, Renton. I am super excited about tonight. We have a few different guests that'll be joining us, some familiar faces and some new ones, but it's going to be a great show. And I will full disclosure for all of those Renton Live fans out there. Of course, we have pets that will be making cameos throughout this episode, and you might get to hear them along the way as well. But it wouldn't be an episode of Renton Live without technical difficulties and again, pet cameos. Well, first off, we are going to be doing a little bit of cooking, and then we're going to do our chamber check-in, and then we will have a new face for all of our Renton Live viewers out there. And then to end out the show, we'll be joined by Swanee and Paris from Mare and Pear and hear about another local business that they have gone and found on one of their adventures around our city and the city's right beyond Renton border. um, yeah.
Sorry, I was the technical difficulty tonight. I had like 30 windows open and in each of my three different browsers, and I could hear duplicate voices coming from somewhere, and it wasn't in my head. So I had to find the window and find it. So I'm here. I'm listening. I've heard everything that you've said twice. So
That's
I'm
awesome.
excited.
Yeah. Well, we usually send out an email that tells our guests if you're going to watch the live stream, make sure to mute it or pause it when you're on so that you don't have that radio feedback. And we must have missed sending you that email this week. So I'm really sorry.
I was still tuned in from last week. I didn't even like log in this week. I was excited. I was ready to go to watch you and Jennifer. Jennifer, we miss you tonight. Everyone knows when it comes to hosting, I'm a no-nose goes. And Jennifer Spencer, we love what are your priority is tonight, and we won't share, but your priority is amazing, and so are you. You were missed.
Yes. All we'll say is that Jennifer is helping to spread a little holiday cheer this evening. So the Dobson duo is joining you, and we're pretty excited. Well, do you want to get started? Because we have a pretty packed episode, and I am honestly really excited about our first guest.
Let's do it.
All right. So first up, we have Chef Ryan Olivas from the Hyatt Regency at Lake Washington. A familiar face, but a new setting for Ryan to be joining us. And we also are going to be joined by Gloria Liu as well, behind the camera. Most of you guys know her by her hand that we got to see at one of our Dock and Drink episodes before. Ryan.
Hi, how's it going, Ashley?
It's going wonderful. How are you doing tonight?
I'm very good. Yourself?
I'm doing fabulous. I'm here with you, and I'm really excited to see what you have going on for us. I want to say welcome back again.
Thank you.
We are really happy that you're joining us again. And my mom and I actually got to go down to Dock and Drink and try your winter warm up there, and the beautiful Italian menu that you had. And so delicious that we came back again. So thank you for that meal and experience.
You're welcome.
It was beautiful.
No, you guys are very welcome. Dock and Drink has been a huge success since its evolution over the summer into a smaller beer garden into what it is today as our Italian family style Italian concept.
Yeah, no, it's been great, and you guys have really had to transition. We know that it's been a pretty challenging year, but is there anything that you can reflect back on, like positive stories that you might want to share with us?
Yeah, I think the biggest one is just, like I said, the evolution of Dock and Drink. It was bigger than I think anyone thought over the summer, and how we had to evolve it due to COVID and all the state restrictions. We've had tremendous success. Nothing but great feedback from the food, the service, and the ambiance. You ladies can attest. I think it's a great place to come and just kind of unwind after a long day.
I would have to agree with those sentiments, Ryan. It was a really wonderful atmosphere, and you don't feel like it felt very cozy for what our current guidelines are allowing you guys to do. So it was an atmosphere that I missed and really appreciated. So upcoming, we have some pretty big holidays.
Right.
What do you guys have planned for the holidays?
Well, obviously Christmas is next week. Our biggest push right now is water stable. We have an amazing 3-course prefix dinner, as well as 3 options to go. So if for anyone out there that doesn't really feel like cooking on Christmas and just wants to kick back, relax, and let us do the work, a couple of options for you there.
Love it.
I would also say for any of you Vikings and Saints fans, we'll be showing the game Christmas Day. Come down to Dock and Drink. We'll have our game day menu all day. So different wings, flatbreads. My personal favorite are loaded tater tots, made in-house chili, cheddar cheese sauce. Everyone that tries it loves it. So,
man, I actually have been craving tater tots. So I'm going to have to come down and try some loaded tots that you guys have. Well,
do.
We're seeing you in a different setting. You've joined us on the dock this summer. We got to take a little look at the lake, but today you're in your natural element. So what do you have going on there for us?
Well, what I wanted to prepare for you guys today is the steamed mussels that we're actually going to be serving on Christmas Day in water stable.
Oh, wow.
If you guys don't mind.
No, I would love that.
I'll give you a little walkthrough of what we're doing. So just a little bit of olive oil, some shallot, garlic, everybody's favorite.
Extra garlic.
You guys can hear me okay, right, with the sound?
Yep, we can hear you. Thank you, Ryan.
All right, once that sweats down a little bit, we're going to add our mussels. A little bit of salt and pepper. And then it is steamed mussels, right? So we got to give it something to cook. A little bit of white wine. And then at home, you could just use a lid. Here, I'm just going to use another pan to let them cook through for a little bit.
So I have to tell you that I actually will crave mussels like throughout the year. So knowing that I have the opportunity to come down and try your recipe is something I'm really looking forward to.
Please do.
Yeah.
You know, we still have reservations open, and lots of to go.
And we actually threw in the chat box a link for you guys. If you want to order online or make a reservation with Chef Ryan and his team, you guys can follow that link and do it right from the comfort of your own couch.
So now I'm just going to finish with a little bit of fresh basil and some butter. We're going to make a real quick sauce. So what was your favorite dish when you guys came out?
Oh my gosh, that's honestly kind of difficult. I had the opportunity to come in twice. So I did both times I came in, I ordered the Brussels sprouts. Yep. Fantastic.
Everyone's favorite.
Yep. And then, and my mom is a huge Brussels sprouts fan too. So we both totally chowed down on that. And then I also loved the meatballs. Really delicious.
2 of our biggest sellers.
Not surprised.
So we came down there. I think that. Oh, go ahead.
No, Diane, go ahead.
We came down for my mom's 82nd birthday. And I would say my threshold during COVID is if I would allow my daughter or take my parents. And so I was happy to take my parents down there with all of the precautions you're taking with your crew and your staff and the setup. And by far, my mother's favorite was the Black Pearl tiramisu dessert, the flaming dessert that you have.
Yeah, so the Black Pearl went under a couple of changes since you had it last. But still just as amazing. We actually finish it with a amaretto and caramelized white chocolate sauce.
Oh, wow.
But here, I just want to give you guys a shot of the mussels. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So we just finish off with some grilled bread. And that's it. Really simple, really quick. I mean, it was what, 2 minutes?
No, that was so fast. You make it look easy though. Let's be real.
Well, I appreciate that, but this is one of the easiest dishes we can make. So I want everybody to try it.
No, that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Ryan.
You're welcome.
It's always great to see you, and I feel really lucky and honored that you took us into your kitchen to share this recipe.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure being with you guys. I also want to just point out that we have, for anybody that's looking for something to do for New Year's Eve, we have a great package here at the hotel. We also have an amazing New Year's Eve dinner and waters table. So I hope everyone comes out. My whole focus for 2021, and I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there the same, is new year, new you, right? Just start over, start fresh, start healthy, right? Our focus is on wellness. Our focus is on mental health, physical health, and just taking care of yourself.
We would have to agree. We are definitely on the same page tonight, Ryan. If 2020 has taught us anything, I think it's taught us that our mental health is super important, that we have to secure that, our own mask literally before we can help secure others. So I appreciate that you continue to share that messaging from your position and throughout the community.
Yeah, it's huge. Lastly, just you guys all follow us on Instagram, I'm assuming, right? Ashley, I know you do.
I do.
People look out for some things that are going to be popping up over the next few weeks, all tied into the health and wellness. We're putting some specials on the menus in all the outlets, and we have some great stuff going on in our spa that's coming out here pretty soon. So I just hope everyone out there takes a chance to look at it and gets a chance to really refresh over this Christmas break and holiday break and get ready for 2021.
Oh, that's wonderful. And honestly, we'll be reaching out to you for some fun, really fun, when you're talking about keeping it a priority. But the Chamber's going to be doing some mental health Mondays. So I'd love to touch base with you on that and see how we can get you guys involved.
Yeah, I would love to.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you so much, Ryan. You're so appreciated. And if you have not gone to Waters Table or Dock and Drink and had amazing food there or experienced the amazing service, please head over there. Again, like Chef Ryan said, really easy to order online and make reservations online, and you guys can pick it up to go, take it home, make your holidays really easy, and support a wonderful local chef.
Thank you, Ashley.
Of course.
I appreciate it. You and Diane are always great to talk to.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Oh my gosh, that looked and sounded amazing. I think that we're going to have to make another trip to the Hyatt. I truly crave mussels quite frequently, so I'm really excited to find out that all I have to do is just go down to Southport and make a reservation with Chef Ryan and his team. It really is a great experience and ambiance. And if you're looking for a game day, they have massive screens down there. And again, a kind of different menu of, easy to eat options. Well, next up is the segment you all know and love, the Chamber Check-In. And today you're joined by both of us from the Chamber, so this will be really fun.
I was just digging into the Waters Table and the Dock and Drink, and they're offering a really great 4-course menu for New Year's Eve, and I got wrapped up in looking at their menu and all that they have going on. They have some really cool opportunities there as well for New Year's Eve, and some great things going on. They have a celebration at the lake, which is a package for, it includes a bottle of sparkling wine, a celebration banner, a sweet that is prepared by the chef, 20% off spa services. You have a late checkout and then complimentary parking. And they also have what's called lakeside glamping. Have you heard of that?
No, I'm really happy that you got distracted down this rabbit hole. Please tell me more.
No, I knew they had something really fun. So they have it might be too cold to spend the night out under the stars, but you can have all the fun that goes along with camping. They have a lakeside glamping package, and so you can. The package includes a plush teepee tent with cozy blankets and pillows. You get to build your own s'mores amenity kit. They have board games that are available upon request, and then again, you have a late checkout. So that's if you're looking for something fun to do with the family, to me, that's really cool. All there on the shores of the beautiful Lake Washington, and what an amenity we have right there in and of itself.
Oh my gosh, I know a lot of people are looking, have been quarantined and cooped up, and we have a lot of guidelines, and truly the Hyatt and Dock and Drink and Water Steeple, they're taking all the precautions necessary to make sure that everyone's staying safe. So that sounds like an awesome way to get out of the house, but not stray too far from home.
Yeah. Well, and also you were talking about mental health check-in, and they have the Spa-tacular Spa-cation as well. And so that package includes a $150 spa credit per stay, sparkling wine at the spa post-treatment. You get a bathtub with bath salts. You have a bathrobe and slippers for the day. You have the late checkout. This is a really great opportunity for either a gift for someone that you care about, that maybe has had a particularly tough year, or someone that doesn't take that time for self-care, or for someone to treat themselves. And I think that's important this year to, like you said, acknowledge that self-care and that mental health awareness for your own well-being, so you can then turn around to take care of others. It's, Dr. Avanti Berquist says over and over and over again, grant yourself that grace. And those words I don't think have ever rang more true than they have this year, that people really need to give themselves credit and accolades for what they have done and how they've transitioned. And the Hyatt is an amazing example of that stop and pivot. And, the hospitality industry has been hit tougher than most this year with COVID, and they are receiving accolades nationwide for their efforts towards safety and their occupancy rates there. They transitioned and had a beautiful bar out on the dock. They put up a wonderful tent that when you are in, you have no idea that you're in a tent. You nailed it when you said cozy. And they have fresh air that's being pumped in from the outside, and it presses through to the other end that is open per state guidelines. They have done everything they can to maximize your comfort level and the ambiance that they have. They have candelabras, and they have trees indoors, and they have throw rugs. They have big screen televisions. It is beautiful. And if you haven't taken the opportunity, again, there's complimentary parking on the weekends, and it is an escape. You walk through the doors, and it takes you away to another place.
It really does. And it's literally in our backyard. So
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate all that they're doing, and like we've said again, the ambiance there, there's no you don't feel like you're in the tent. They even have a fireplace and like cut wood there. It's ridiculous. So make sure you guys check it out. And I love every time we talk to Chef Ryan, he always is stressing mental health awareness and a positive mental attitude. And he actually was supposed to join us, but earlier when we had our Suicide Awareness Day episode and recovery awareness episode, and he had an injury where he could not join us. He was in a boot. So we were really excited that he was joining us tonight, but he constantly is pushing that messaging out about self-care and taking care of your own mental health and the well-being of others. So we really just love the team over there. Well, I'm really happy that we had that segue, but again, we're coming right back to the chamber check-in.
Chamber check-in, what do we have going on? We have, well, we are getting ready to close. And so every year for the past 5 years, maybe now, pre-Diane time, the board decided that we would close for the last 2 weeks of the year. Don't fret. You can still get a hold of us. You can either email or call, or you can email me at diane@gorenton.com or info@gorenton.com. Ashley, Darlene, they will not be working, should
Yes,
not be working.
None of us can stay away.
We're always accessible, and but that being said, I think Renton Live will be taking a break over the next 2 weeks, maybe not. I haven't been involved in the conversations.
It's going to look differently. So we originally had planned to take the next 2 weeks off, but our team decided that we didn't want to let our real fans down who have been here all 34 weeks with us. We're so appreciative. This group of individuals has truly been a silver lining in my COVID story, and I hope that we've been able to bring a little happiness into your Wednesday nights, because we sure love creating this live stream for you guys. But we have something a little bit special planned for next week, some more business highlights and a little note from us to you. And then the 30th, we have something really exciting planned to end 2020. Your favorite dragon is working on something really special to end the year with. And all I'm going to say is, if you haven't sat and binged watched every single Erasmus episode, you might have the opportunity to on the 30th. That's all I'm going to say. But I pretty much gave it away.
I love the Erasmus skits, and I've seen them on my phone, I've seen them on my computer, but my favorite is to stream them to my television and watch them on the big screen, because there are so many details in those videos that you miss. And if you go back and watch it 2, 3, 4, 5 times, you see little things that you didn't see the first time around, little stickers in places that are business advertising. And if you look at some of the faces of the people that are characters in those videos, you'll see faces that you recognize from throughout the community, or if you listen close enough, there are voices that you might recognize too. The individual who does Erasmus and Dishy Productions does an amazing job at capturing some of the true spirit and news of the community, and it is one of my favorite parts of Renton Live.
Oh, for sure. I think it's a highlight for a lot of people out there. And I think secretly, I think there are a few of you out there that keep coming back every week in hopes that Erasmus is here all the time. But those videos, those little clips that you guys see, take so much energy and time and care. And there's so much thought that goes behind every little piece and aspect of those clips. Like Diane said, it's an act of love. It really is. So we hope that you guys enjoy it as much as we do.
Yeah. So we have 2 more days on the Shop Local contest, and if you're not familiar with the Shop Local contest, all you have to do is shop at a local Renton small business or restaurant. No, I said 2 days. We have, good thing I don't do finance. We have 5 days on the Shop Local contest. So December 21st, get your entry in before 11:59 p.m. you make a purchase in store at any of the Renton small businesses or restaurants, you take a photo of your receipt so the business name and date of the purchase are clear, submit it to us by email, and you have up to 4 chances to win $500 per purchase. And so that is an easy opportunity to show your support for our local businesses, as well as maybe end up with 5 crisp $100 bills into your pocket for Christmas. A great way to continue to spread the love.
For sure.
And to that end, I remind everybody there are so many wonderful shops and businesses in Renton. Don't forget the downtown core. The downtown core right now, it seems ominous with the construction, but today was one of the first days I drove down the street and had a moment of hope that there is something beyond the construction to look forward to. And they are these big, beautiful black street lamps that they have put in. And so it is the start of the transformation, to me, in my mind, of the destruction construction and the start of rebuild construction. And it really will be a beautiful place to walk and shop. And we need to step up in our support and make sure these small businesses that we have down here make it through. April is the end goal, and so it won't last forever, and it will be here sooner than we know it. And so just get out there, support those small businesses, and do all we can to remember them over the holiday season. I know I have some members of my family that are looking for particular gifts. This year they're getting all local, like everything local, and it is totally from the heart. And they should be appreciative of that. And as convenient as it could be, or maybe a little less expensive in some instances, I know the extra price that I'm paying is helping my neighbor, is supporting a small business owner, is helping them to keep their doors open. And I am happy to spend that extra dollar or two. And I am happy to take the convenience out of just a click and have it delivered tomorrow to, I'm going to get in my car and trudge through the construction to support that small business, because when I click and order on the computer, I certainly do not have that same type of interaction that I might have from my favorite possibilitarian, Rochelle Haas at Sparkle Gifts and Whatnots. I leave, it's a cheap dose of therapy for me. So
100%.
there's so much more with small business, and I keep going on. So that's it. That's all I have, is keep shopping local, support our Renton businesses. It is critical.
Well, I actually got to visit some of those small business owners today. And like you're saying, it was a total dose of therapy. We have partnered with Recreation and Neighborhoods to spread a little holiday cheer. And we hope that you get jingled just like these downtown businesses. So the whole idea is kind of paying forward that holiday spirit. If you get one of these flyers, make sure that you, again, pass it on. You don't have to spend any money. You could even write a little note sharing your appreciation and love and something positive, and give it to your neighbor, your family, your friends. Drop it off at another local business. The whole idea is to promote safe, social distanced holiday cheer. That's really it. It's really easy and it's a lot of fun. Like Diane said, there are so many small business owners in our community, and they are not just business owners. They are our neighbors, our friends, and our family members. And we need to be doing everything that we can to support them. Every single time you shop at a small business, you are supporting someone's dream. So you should feel really warm and fuzzy about shopping at a local business this holiday season. We have a couple other things. On Tuesdays at the Chamber, we have a delicious barbecue food truck that some of you have come out and waved at me from a distance and bought some barbecue. But Pecos Pit is at the Chamber every single Tuesday through the end of February from 4 to 8. So we hope that you come out and grab some barbecue. Again, make it really easy on yourself. Don't even have to make dinner. Just go home and or stop by, pick up your food, and then go home to your family and enjoy it. Yeah, no, the ribs are delicious. That's actually what I ended up getting last night, and it was the right choice. We really love the team at Pecos. They are another super positive, wonderful local business that we were really happy to be in partnership and support. Another
Pecos Pit is
oh,
pre Ashley days. In fact, it was when I was a little kid. Pecos Pit is owned by Jerry Kingen, and the Kingen family, it's a Rentonite family, long pioneer family. They owned Kingen's restaurant. They owned Salty's at Alki and Redondo. They started Red Robin, and now they've got Pecos Pit, some of the best, most sought after barbecue in the Pacific Northwest. It's phenomenal.
yeah, I would have to agree. It's some of the best barbecue around. So we feel really lucky that every Tuesday night we're eating barbecue here at the chamber. Another really awesome, fun holiday moment that you guys can celebrate with a downtown business is a shout out to Santa, sponsored by the Renton Downtown Partnership and located at Cugini Florist. There are still 2 dates left that you guys can stop by and wave and take pictures of Santa. It's a wonderful thing that Arik and his team at Cugini are, again, like Diane said, all of these business owners are having to stop, pivot, learn new guidelines, learn new procedures, and continue to engage with you guys in the community. So the more that you, join in on these safe social distance activities, the more that they're going to thrive through this pandemic and come out on the other side stronger. So if you're looking for a holiday excursion from the safety of your own vehicle, please go shout out to Santa at Cugini Florist. I think there's, again, 2 more dates left. So
Even Santa had to stop and pivot. He's doing drive-throughs.
yeah, literally. And I've heard from one of Santa's helpers that elves have to go into quarantine once they get back to the North Pole, just like everyone else. They're stuck, isolated for 2 weeks. So even Santa has new guidelines and policies that he's had to put into place in, the coldest place on earth. So well, finally, for this chamber chicken, we have another community conversation coming up with DESC. We have these conversations pretty regularly, and I think we have 2 more dates left before the end of before the end of this crazy year. And we really hope that you join us. We've made a lot of every time I go, I leave with a new perspective and new connections happen. And it's been a really positive experience for me to be a part of them and be a fly on the wall and participate in them as well. So I hope that if you have any interest in breaking down some barriers and joining the conversation, that you do. You do have to register, but that link is in the description box for you if you have any interest at all.
Excellent. So I always talk too much when we do the chamber check-in. I'm sorry. And I know we have something exciting that's coming up that I can hardly wait for.
This is actually something that I've been waiting for, and just saying, you kind of are the chamber check-in. So if you have to tell us stuff, none of us are going to be upset about it. And it's all really important. We can't beat it.
I love my job. I love my job. I could talk about our members. I could talk about our businesses. I could talk about the things that we do. I am so blessed to have this opportunity to be in this position of service. I could talk all day long about it, but let's talk about bugs.
I am down for it. And side note, we all joke that Diane's in a relationship with Renton, and it's very apparent that she has a lot of love for this city, and we're really lucky to have her as our leader. So, but again, we're on to bugs now, which is something I'm so excited to talk about. We are joined by Braden Coy from Lil Dude's Bug Academy. Lil Dude's Bug Academy is one of our members here, but Braden is an awesome individual that we get to talk about insects with tonight. So hi, Braden.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I am so excited you are here. You and I have been talking about this day for months now. Yep. And as soon as we got you on the matrix and the schedule, I said, I'm hosting that episode because I've been waiting to talk to Braden about bugs for months. And so I am ecstatic that you are here tonight.
Yeah, I'm really excited too. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, of course. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Lil Dudes? I know what you do, but for our viewers out there that you're new to, why don't you give us a little background and what Lil Dudes is?
Of course, yeah. So I am Braden Coy. I am 16. I'm 16 years old, and about, what was it, 6 years ago, or 5 or 6 years ago, I started teaching people about my passion for the world of bugs. So it's called entomology, which is the study of insects. And I teach these classes, which you can see some photos on your screen right now. I teach these classes to really kids of all age. So my sort of average range is about 4 years to 14 years old. But I've also had some high school kids attend my classes, and they're usually in person. But of course, with this year, I haven't done many of those. And so, yeah, they're a lot of fun. So what the kids do is they come and they learn all about bugs, and it's a really great time. And the main sort of thing that we do for the classes is we learn how to pin. I teach them how to pin bugs. So if you've ever been to a museum, you will have seen a display of pinned bugs, and I actually have one right here to show you.
Way.
So this, here, get the glare. There we go. Here's a sort of a art piece that sort of a one specimen setup that I just put together, but they can actually put together big boxes with a bunch of variety of bugs, and that's really what the kids enjoy to do. And so what they do is they come, they get their kit, so they get all kitted out for all the stuff they need, and they learn all about how to pin the bugs. And so then they can take those skills and that equipment that they got from the class, and they can go home and they can catch their own bugs in their yard, and they can create their very own collection.
That is
so I provide
cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I provide the bugs, I provide all the materials and all the knowledge for them, so that when they go home, they can eventually, take those skills and build their own collection. And as you can see on that picture, they also get a chance to hold live bugs. I have a tarantula that they get to hold. I had some leaf bugs at that time. And yeah, they just get to experience live bugs. They get to pin dead bugs, and they get to see my collection. And then sometimes we do cool field trips. So we don't really get in the car or go anywhere, but we go out usually in the facility that we're using. Like one of the facilities we were using was at a church, and across the street there was a lake, a public lake. And so for one of the days, I had the kids build their own butterfly nets. So they took dowels, and they made with wire. They made the circle part, and then they put a pillowcase on for the net part of the butterfly net. And then we walked across the street, and we went to the lake, and they caught a bunch of cool bugs with their very own butterfly net. And one of the really valuable skills for little entomologists like those guys is journaling what they find, making a nature journal. So I've actually shown them how to make a nature journal, take photos of them, draw them. I'm not very good at drawing myself, but I'm not very good at drawing, but some of the kids are. So they draw the bugs that they find, and they see all the really cool stuff that they can work on. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. And if you guys have any little ones, definitely go and check it out, because it's a really fun time. I'm not doing them in person right now, but I am doing online stuff. So for about 2 years now, sort of the thing for a little bit of older people and little kids enjoy too is my podcast.
Yes.
And on the podcast, I interview real life entomologists that do this for a job, and it's really amazing. And I release a new episode every other Sunday. And I interview real life entomologists doing this as a profession from all over the world. And it's really informational for everybody, informative for everybody. It's a really great time. I think I just posted episode 50, so we're doing pretty good. Yeah, so there's a bunch of interviews on there for you guys to enjoy if you guys really want to, dive into the world of entomology and bugs. So it's a really great time.
Now, Brayden, you impressed me quite a bit, and something that really stuck out to me when you and I first talked was that you believe entomology is a great way for little dudes to get introduced to the world of science, that it's the gateway to the sciences. I am still going through my bug phase as an adult, so I can totally see why when kids, either whether they're grossed out or fascinated by bugs, how it can open up a whole new world to them. And I think it's so cool. I would really love to be a part of one of your classes one day and learn how to pin bugs. So I hope that you're open to having adult classes as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now, so another thing, and actually how I learned about you is through one of our chamber member blocks. They have built the chamber's website. They've built a number of websites for other members, but they helped build your new website where everyone can find all of this information on Brayden and everything he's doing and his podcast. But how is building the website? Like, it's super cute. I can't say that enough. I love your logo so much.
Thank you. Yeah. So I'm really excited about the website. It looks amazing. It's exactly how I imagined it. And yeah, so Blocks helped me build it. It was a really great time. And the website came out amazing. So that's where like the hub of all of Little Dude's stuff is on. So someone just posted it for me. You guys can go check that out. But it has photos from classes. It has student testimonials. You can sign up for things. You can listen to the podcast. It has an about page. It's got literally everything for stuff Little Dude. So we just posted it, but it's littledudesinsectacademy.com. So yeah.
And you also, I found out doing a little research, you have a YouTube channel as well. So you're literally everywhere pushing out this information and sharing your gift and your knowledge with the world. So I couldn't be more appreciative. And Brayden, I was given a box oh my goodness. I was given a box at the beginning of this episode by Diane, the co-host, and I was told not to open it until she messaged me. And it is a dragonfly. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
I had no idea this was in here, but I'm really hopeful that after seeing this, that we could possibly get together even virtually and you'll help me pin this so that I can have a beautiful piece of artwork. That butterfly pin that you did is totally a piece of artwork. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you. Yeah, here it is again. And you have a dragonfly there, and dragonflies are really cool because dragonflies, when they get too old, they just lay down on the ground and they die perfectly spread out like that. So you don't really have to adjust their wings or anything. You can just, that's a really great first bug actually, because you can just put a pin through the thorax and boom, you're done, because the wings are already all spread out. Because when you receive butterflies or you catch one or something, their wings are folded up. So you have to spread them out and then you have to arrange them flat and symmetrically. So butterflies are pretty difficult, but dragonflies are really good because they just die just of old age. And so they're completely preserved on the ground. And you probably found that just on the ground, right? Or whoever did.
Yeah, that's it landed on one of my planters and it never moved again. And so Ashley has been just infatuated with bugs since she was little. At some point you'll have to ask her about her pet dung beetle when she was growing up. And I grabbed the dragonfly and I put it to the side and I thought, I'm going to box this up and give it to her for Christmas. And then when she told me that you were going to be on here, she's been talking about this for months in the office, Brayden. She's been so excited. I put it to the side and I thought, nope, it's coming out when Brayden's here and then she can share that moment with him.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I am touched. And just like Brayden said, the dragonfly's legs are just like curled up like it just laid down to go to sleep.
Yeah. Now, Brayden, she has talked about your website and what you do, and you have really, from you have inspired her in reinvigorating a passion that she has for bugs. And we're excited to collaborate with you, looking forward in the community and sharing all of the work that you do with the kids that we know and the teachers.
Of course,
And
yeah.
the schools as well, and with the school district. You are doing absolutely amazing things, and I'm so impressed.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we yeah, again, Braden, just really impressed by you. It's not often that, you know, young people find their passion and are able to pursue it. And so I really commend you, and I really admire your drive to continue teaching others and to continue following your passion. Our whole team is like sending messages. I don't know if you can see it on the live
I can,
chat
yeah.
and in the chat on Zoom, how cool you are and how awesome this is. I really look forward to scheduling a time to pin this dragonfly with you. So thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. This was a really cool opportunity.
Yeah, of course.
All
Before
right.
we let you go, is there anything else that you want to share with us or tell us about or anything?
I mean, really, during this time of, you know, lockdowns and, you know, all that weird stuff, you can't go to the zoo or anything like that. So it's sort of hard to get connected with nature, but nature's never closed. So definitely get your kids out there, peel them off the screens. And I know it's a little cold right now, but here this spring, definitely go outside and explore the wilderness and get to know all the bugs. They're really amazing. And you will not regret it, really. So yeah, if you guys want to go check out what I'm doing, my website is right there, and it has all my, you know, social media, YouTube, all that stuff. So yeah, thank you so much again for having me on, guys.
Of course, Braden, we are honored, and I thank you for joining us. I know that you had a final exam today, and even after a long day, you are committed to spreading the knowledge and spreading your good word. So thank you so much for joining us.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Bye, Braden.
Bye, Braden.
Bye.
Braden's super
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, I see why you've been so excited for the last few months. And I mean, from the minute you met him, you hung up the phone and you were pumped and excited. And I get it. His passion. When you meet people that are passionate, that get the opportunity to do what they are passionate about, it becomes contagious. And it is clear and authentic that he is doing what he loves, and what a lucky kid. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What a lucky young man. That's awesome.
I know. Again, I got to meet Braden over the phone for the first time. That I spoke with him because of COVID, and immediately I was just like, this kid is super into what he's doing, and I love it. And I also really love bugs. So thank you so much for this dragonfly gift. It makes me even more excited that I have something to look forward to pin this and make a little piece of artwork with Braden, and again, get to spend more time with him talking about all things insects. So
yeah,
thank you.
You are welcome. You know, one of the other things that I love about my job is the time that I get to spend with you, and the opportunity for mothers and daughters to connect and spend time doing things that they love is that is a gift above and beyond. And so thank you for the opportunity to do that. And I think you've met two other people that also have that opportunity, and I am really excited to meet them as well.
Yeah, I don't know that you've been on, but I know that you know who they are, because we both read the blog and we both watch Renton Live. So we have gotten to see Swanee and Paris, who are also a mother-daughter duo. And like my mom said, it's really special. I feel really fortunate to have the relationship I do with my mom. And so when we meet other mothers and daughters who actually like to spend time together, it touches our hearts. So hi, Paris. Hi, Swanee.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Pretty good. Good to see you. Yeah.
It's good to see you.
It is so nice to meet you, ladies. And I just, first and foremost, thank you for the work that you are doing and the good word that you are spreading. You are a critical part of continued success for so many people. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you for what you are doing.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you for
you.
the opportunity to come on and chat
Yeah.
for a little bit and tell you about all the things we're learning.
No, you guys, again, we were really excited to collaborate with you guys because Renton Live and Marion Prayer have same message. How can we support these
Absolutely.
small businesses and how can we support our community during such uncertain times? So we're really excited to hear about this business that you went to. One of our teammates or one of our team members on Renton Live said that it is like the best breakfast ever. I
Oh,
had not heard of it before. So I'm really excited to hear what you guys have to say.
Yeah, so like you said, we're talking about small businesses. Our blog is Renton and Beyond. So the idea is focusing on things in Renton, but also things that Renton residents can get access to and do like a day trip or restaurants that you can try out in surrounding areas. So this one isn't exactly in Renton, but we had it delivered to our house in Renton, which is pretty nice. You don't even have to leave. I personally am not a huge breakfast person, and even I thought it was really good. So definitely is a win. She loves breakfast, so she's going to tell you all about the business.
yeah, absolutely. We decided that we wanted to try something a little bit different. And there's a lot of restaurants in the area that we always try. But my husband and I said, let's find something that we haven't heard of that has good reviews. And we came across one called Patty's Egg Nest. And the one we ordered from is actually located in Tukwila, Washington. And I'm thinking, well, how come I've never seen this? I mean, breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. I can have it at breakfast time, lunchtime, dinner time. I mean, that is my thing. So we ordered it. It came. I was happy because a lot of times you order things and it shows up and it doesn't quite look like what you're expecting.
Yeah.
Everything was perfect. I decided to try their French toast. So the French toast was fabulous. It was a nice, perfect egg batter, nice and fluffy. Eggs, bacon. Now, I am a bacon queen, I must admit. I mean, the bacon has to be right, and the bacon coming from Patty's Egg Nest, hickory smoked, nice and thick to perfection, not too much fat, just right. It is fit for a person that loves breakfast. Patty's Egg Nest is located right across actually from Weisfeld, or for those that are old school, South Center Mall, right across in the complex next to the Dollar Tree and the Burger King. And I actually called because I was curious, since I'm out there all the time. I just hadn't noticed it. How
Yeah.
long have they been there? They said they've actually been at that location for almost 2 years. There are several locations around the Sound, up in Edmonds, Everett, and apparently they also have a food truck up in the Wallingford area. So that's exciting too for those that are up in the north, and you can get patties. They're open right now Monday through Sunday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. So you can get breakfast there. You can get lunch. They have a fabulous menu. Lots of good things to try out. And Patty's Egg Nest will definitely be on my list again of, having it delivered. You can do Grubhub, you can do DoorDash. And it's the best way I can describe it is it's home cooking brought to your table. And it's fabulous. Worth a try, worth a visit. What was it that you had there?
I had biscuits and gravy, but I think maybe I was too hungry to take a picture of it because I didn't. So there's no evidence, but I had it and it was good.
Yeah, it's definitely something we would definitely give a thumbs up and would strongly recommend to support our local businesses.
Definitely.
It looked like you had a really good portion size there too.
Oh yes, it was. Let's say I was very content. Very happy. I love it. I love it. And we love supporting our local businesses. Want to tell them
Yeah,
about that?
we do too. And you guys are totally hitting home. I grew up in a household that we had breakfast for dinner quite frequently.
Oh,
So
I love it. Isn't that a great thing to do?
yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Lots of fun.
I've never heard of Patty's Egg Nest, so I am excited that you brought that forward. So I learned a new secret. So thank you. And breakfast, I'm right there with you. Breakfast is my meal, like Ashley said. We had we had a Thanksgiving breakfast where
Oh.
waffle makers, you can put anything in a waffle. Let me tell you, we had
Absolutely.
stuffing and turkey and cranberry in our waffles. And my extended family thought I was crazy. And I went, no, you get it. You'll get it.
I think I would have had a good time there myself.
That does sound pretty good.
Yeah.
Well,
lots of
once
fun.
this is over, we'll have you over for turkey waffles.
Sounds good. We'll be there.
Cool. Yeah. And we just put up a new article about this business with a link to their website and everything. So if you want to go check them out over there, order from them to the locations, all that good jazz. And then we also just made a new website. So it's rentonandbeyond.com. So you can just type it in or go to our link tree that's in our Instagram as well.
Yeah, I tried to go to your WordPress earlier and I was like, wait a second, what's happening? So I went to your Instagram and because it had to be operator error. And so it is beautiful. Your new site is so awesome. I'm so excited that you guys are continuing to take it to the next step. It's just great. And I did see also that you guys had an article in the Patch. Thanks for the shout out, by the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We believe in supporting our local businesses. And thank you so much for what you do and for having us on.
Yeah.
Oh, we're happy to be collaborating with you.
And speaking of collaborating with you, we would be honored if you would allow us the opportunity to link your blog to on our website. So when people go to the Chamber website, they have the option of reviewing your reviews of the small businesses and opportunities beyond Renton as well.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, we'd appreciate that so much. Thank you so much.
Of course. And I will share in our chat on YouTube, someone said, John C said, breakfast is a state of mind. And so I just had to share that with you.
I love it. I love it.
Sure.
I love it. Breakfast is my thing.
Oh, awesome. Well, Paris, Swanee, it's always a pleasure. We are so appreciative of your support. We're so appreciative that you guys believe wholeheartedly in supporting local and sharing these local businesses and these business owners who desperately need our support right now. So we really look forward to starting off 2021 with another segment with you guys. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, Swanee and Paris are joining us monthly to highlight businesses in Renton and beyond. So thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Yeah,
You
take
too.
care.
You too.
Bye.
Have a good holidays and a
You
happy new year. We'll
too.
see you next year.
See you next year.
I love them.
Oh, that makes my heart happy. I'm just overflowing with joy at the opportunity for the individuals that we've met, and Swanee and Paris and Braden, and of course Chef Ryan is always one of my favorites, and so thank you very much for Jennifer for not being able to join us tonight. It is certainly a great experience to interact and learn more about the community, and I learn more every single day. We have so many amazing things in our community and so many things left yet to discover. So thanks for letting me join you on your adventure.
No, I feel really honored and lucky to be a part of this whole crazy thing. We live in such a special community, and our Renton is truly special in how much our neighbors and community members, they give back constantly. You're an excellent example of that. But there are so many selfless people in this community that really just want to uplift and support each other. And so I feel really lucky to call Renton my home and to have the opportunity to interact with all these incredible people. And we would be, we keep talking shop local, shop locals, shop small, shop small. So once again, we ask that you are that you chip in. So we have a fundraiser for our small and local businesses that we have partnered with One East Side and Chip In to bring you. The whole idea is if everyone chips in a little bit, then not one person or organization has to carry a huge weight. So if 50,000 people in the city of Renton donated an hour's worth of time at state minimum wage, which is $13.50, we could raise over $620 $25,000 for our small business community. And that would go towards paying bills, keeping people on payroll, literally keeping the lights on and helping these business owners out who might not have qualified for federal or city grants. So we really hope that you'll click that link in the chat box below and show your support.
Yeah, it's as we remember, our kids are growing up, going through school, and we're looking for sponsorships for our T-ball teams and for our nonprofits and donations to our auctions and businesses to participate. Those small businesses are the first ones that step up and answer our call and contribute and help support us. And this is our turn to turn around and support them in the same ways that they support us, and help to keep this community strong. They are critical and a lifeblood of our community.
Yep, they're, like you said, we have relied on them for a very long time, and now is their time of need. And if you think this hour is going towards, you know, Common Ground, this hour is going towards Sparkle, this hour is going towards Four Generals, this hour is going towards Refuel Cafe. There are so many different small businesses in our community, and these people are our neighbors, and you know, rising tides raise all ships. So let's lift each other up and support one another, and, you know, help each other through these tough times. And not one person has to do it alone. If we all just chip in a little bit, then the weight becomes a lot less to bear. But we before we say goodbye, we will be ending this episode with a little chip in video. So that was made by Shutter Sauce. So we hope that you guys stick around and watch that till the very end. But we just wanted to say thank you all so much for coming back every single week and joining us. We're super honored and humbled that you choose to spend an hour out of your day with us and take the time to support local. So.
And it wouldn't be fair to exit without saying thank you to who we refer to as the voice from above and truly the magic behind the scenes making things happen. Farrad from Shutter Sauce, thanks for all you do to making our world continue.
Literally. Renton Live wouldn't happen without Farrad. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet to the Renton Chamber YouTube channel, please do, so that you can follow along Renton Live every single week. We do have a Facebook page as well. We would love it if you guys give that a like. But until then, watch the support local video.
There's Instagram and Twitter too. Kevin Lambing from Visiting Angels runs the Instagram and does an awesome job. And if you're a business that wants a shout out or some extra love, don't hesitate to reach out to the chamber, and we can send Kevin your way, or we can push the information out for you.
Yep, that is right.
All
well, bye Renton. We'll see you next week.
Renton businesses have always been generous and supportive of the Renton community. As a fellow business owner, it's something I've always been proud of. Businesses provide jobs, goods, and services, but more importantly, they provide a sense of place and community. The recent governor's stay-at-home health order has been very important to the health of our residents, but has been devastating to our businesses.
We've lost over 40 businesses so far to date, closed their doors for good. Some were too new to receive support and federal funding, too new with their books, and others the impact was just too grand to recover from, especially now that our phase back has been delayed even again. Our Renton community was hit harder than most as COVID was non-discriminate. We have some pretty major corporations who are laying people off, moving their headquarters, or closing their doors for good. And as a result, not just those companies and employees are impacted, but the surrounding businesses, retailers, restaurants, and the supply chains are impacted too.
To offset this, the City of Renton has allocated $1 million worth of its CARES Act funding. We had 183 grants. The problem is there were over 300 applications and some didn't qualify.
The Renton Chamber of Commerce has partnered with our friends at One Eastside and Chip In to create a platform to raise funds through tax-deductible donations that will in turn help our Renton small businesses to keep their employees, to pay their rent, to make sure that they can keep their lights on. And as part of the Renton Chamber's mission, we vow to continue that support to our local business community, but we need your help. We have a big community with a population of over 104,000 people. And if we all chip in just a little, Even just an hour of time at state minimum wage, we can do great things. If only 50,000 people donated $13.20, that's over $500,000 we can generate to support our business. With local businesses, often small businesses, they take great pride in their community name, in their products, in their services, their reputation. Their employees and their clients become an extension of their family, and their community is their home. So please, Renton, let's exhibit that Renton community pride we're known for, and everyone step up in the ways that we can to support our local businesses. Shop local, buy a gift card, treat yourself and order out, and chip in.
Join us and help us chip in.
Join us
and help chip in.
Many hands make light work, and we can do this, Renton, but we've got to do this together to support some of our neighbors who have been the hardest hit. Together we're stronger, and now is the time that we need your help.
Small businesses are the lifeblood of the Renton community, and now it's time for us to chip in.